everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the all-new, redesigned Lemartes. Yes, here he is. He's got a new model, and, well, it's a very cool model. I do like it. I think it's nice. So, this one was sent to me as part of the Blood Angels army set that Games Workshop very kindly sent me early to build up and paint for all of you. And that is exactly what we are doing today, in the form of Lemartes. And, well, we're going to jump in and we're going to start painting him. He has been primed in Grey Seer. And the colour we're going to be using first is Black Legion. And we're going to be applying this over the top of... There's way too much on my brush at once. Let's just get rid of some of that. We're going to be applying this over the top of all of Lemartes' armour, excluding his helmet, his shoulders, and his, well, this knee, the one with the skull on it. But otherwise, we're just going to get this all over. So with all of that Black Legion applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Nuln Oil. I'm going to use this to shade all of it. It's just to really lock in that really nice deep black. So with that Nuln Oil all applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Blood Angels Red, and we're going to apply this over two areas. First of which is the shoulder, and the other of which is the knee that we've left. And with that Blood Angels Red applied, we're then going to take some Skeleton Horde. And we're going to apply this over the top of the helmet and the other shoulder. With that Skeleton Horde all applied, we're then going to take some Volupus Pink. And we're going to apply this over the top of the grip of the Crozius. With that Volupus Pink applied, we're then going to take some Apothecary White, and we're going to apply this over top of the Blood Angels insignia here on the shoulder, but we're also going to apply this over top of the little skull and crossbones on the belt and on the back of the jetpack. So with that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Iron Warriors. We're going to apply this over top of, well, almost all of the remaining details. So what we're looking for is for areas such as any mechanical details on the guns and on the Crozius and on the jump pack and the helmet. But we're also going to be looking at all of the trim just like that sort of thing. There's quite a lot here, so just take your time. Have the product photography open just to check where it all goes. And then once that's all done, we'll come back. So with all of that Iron Warriors applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. And we're going to apply this over top of all of our remaining details. So with that all done, it's now time to add some shades to the model, and the first of these is going to be some Nuln Oil. And we're going to use this to shade all the silver. With that then done, we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade. I'm going to use this to shade the shoulder and the head. With that then done, we're going to take some Blood Angels Red and we're going to apply this over the top of the beads of the necklace. And so with that then done, we're going to take some Guilliman Flesh. I'm going to use this to shade all the gold. So with that all done, Lemartes is now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready. And he's looking pretty cool. However, we're not going to leave it there. Of course not. We're going to take it to the next level, and we're going to do this by adding some highlights. Now, the first of these is going to be some thinned down Dark Reaper. And we're going to be using this to highlight all of the black armor. Now, we're not going to use this to highlight any of the joints or the belt. Just the plate armor. So with all that Dark Reaper applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Russ Grey. I'm going to use this to add a spot highlight to all the sharpest areas in all that black plate. And with all that Russ Grey applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Fenrisian Grey. I'm going to use this to pick out all of the rivets. So with that all done, the plate black armor is now finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Dawnstone next. I'm going to use this to highlight the belt and the joints. So that's all done. What we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Morghast Bone. We're going to use this to relayer both the helmet and the shoulder. Now we're looking to just apply this over the flat areas. Just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. And with that Morghast Bone applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Screaming Skull. I'm going to use this to highlight the edges. So with that all done, we're then going to take some thinned down white scar. I'm going to use this to highlight the white details. And so with that white scar all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Fire Dragon Bright. I'm going to use this to highlight the red details. And there is one edge here on the knee. Like that sort of thing. However, if you're feeling extra fancy, you can highlight the inner edge of the shoulder pad as well. And so with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker, and we're going to use this to highlight all of the silver detail. And there's a lot of silver. This is probably going to take as much time as the black armor. So just be patient and methodical. So with all of that Ironbreaker applied, what we're now going to do is going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. I'm going to use this to relayer this skull down here, like so. And we're also going to relayer the outward facing portions of the Crozius. Like that. We've got this inside track as well to do, but the other bit of gold that we're going to redo is the casing of the pistol. And so with that done, we're then going to take a roughly 2 parts Stormhost Silver to 1 part Retributor Armour mix. And we're going to use this to highlight all of said gold. So with that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Blood Angels Red, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the gems. And so with that Blood Angels Red applied, we're then going to take a small amount of Ork Flesh and we're going to apply this over top of the eye lenses. And with that then done, we're going to take a small amount of Ardcoat. Now this is optional, but what we're going to do is we're going to apply this over the top of our gems. Just going to give it a really lovely little shine. So with that all done, Lemartes is now finished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the last remaining thing on him, which is the base. And, well, we're going to start by taking some Nuln Oil, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the stonework. And really make sure you work it right into the cracks and the text. Once all that Nuln Oil is dry, we're then going to take some Seraphim Sepia and we're going to apply this over the top. So that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Basilicanum Grey. And, well, we're going to load up the brush and then we're just going to wipe most of it off. Like that. And then we're going to draw some little marble lines. Just kind of dragging our brush across all of the stone. Kind of like this. So with our marble lines drawn, we're then going to take some grey Seer and we're going to dry brush this in a circular motion over the top of all the stone. And so with that done, we're then going to take some Pallid Wych Flesh and we're going to dry brush this across the edges rather than in that circular motion over the top of all of that marble. And so finally, we're going to finish it off, for real this time, by taking some Wyldwood and we're going to apply this over top of the loose soil. And so with his base now complete, Lemartes is now finished, ready to take to the field at the head of the new Jump Pack Intercessor Death Company stuff. You could use this one to paint the rest of your Death Company. That black recipe is absolutely fantastic for it. It's really, really high quality, and actually it doesn't take too long to do. He's a little bit more fiddly than the rest of them, to be fair, as is his wont as a very angry man. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/Warhipster, just like all of these wonderful amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.